Hi everyone, I just wanted to show you this so-called flexible silicone that I got the other day in the mail, and it comes in this tiny little packet like this for $9 plus something like $9. It cost me nearly $20 for this tiny little piece of stuff, and it doesn't work. I've tried to mould it, but you can see how it just breaks apart. It won't mould. I tried looking up some videos on YouTube and found some stuff on moulding clay and moulding silicone, and some of them say that you can mix baby oil with it to soften it, or Vaseline. I didn't have either of those things, so smeared a bit of oil on my skin and just tried to mix that in. That made no difference at all either. And what I ended up with, what it has done, putting that oil in there, has actually stopped the silicone sticking to my fingers, which previously my fingers were black from this silicone sticking to it. So I thought I'd try another thing that I saw on YouTube, and you get water and you put lots of detergent in it, cold water and detergent, and I'm just going to see if that makes this mould any better than it did, because I tried before I put the oil on it to stick it around this. You can see actually the black markings on there from where I've tried to stick it, and it just wouldn't stick. I tried it after I smeared it in a bit of oil and it wouldn't stick. So see, it's not forming, it's staying all broken up, so it won't seal. You can't wrap it around anything. It's absolutely useless. I think you'd have better luck making your own silicone mould by watching some videos on YouTube about making your own silicone. So you watch trying to wrap this around. Well, certainly that's made it a bit easier, putting cold water and detergent on my hands to wrap that. Previously I just could not get that around that at all. But it certainly is not easy like they show you in the video. That's definitely working better now with the cold water and detergent. Previously it wouldn't even hold together. I'm not sure how successful this is going to be though when it dries. Just push that up a bit to make it thicker around that base. Oh, see how easily that just pulls apart? See, it doesn't stay together. It's useless. So I don't know how that's going to dry. It might dry hard, but it's supposed to dry flexible. I can't see that happening somehow because it won't even bond to itself. But nevertheless, we'll give it a go. So that's fairly covered that broken joint. A little bit of stuff in there, there's nothing important. It's not what you'd call a very good look. But at least it's sort of holding together now in some fashion. So, but you can see how it's separating from the tube there. It's not holding really well. Anyway, no, it just won't stick to that properly. See, it just keeps separating. You can't get that air gap out around the base there. Oh, that's the best I can feel the air pocket inside there. It hasn't been able to expel the air. So we'll leave that now overnight, and it's supposed to dry in 24 hours, and then supposedly that should be flexible. Somehow I can't see it happening, but we'll leave that overnight now and come back tomorrow and see what happens. But certainly, now you can see the blacks stuck on my fingers there. And the only way I could get that off, and my fingers were covered in black, absolutely covered in black, so the only way I could get that off was with some nail polish remover. So you really need to have your hands in that cold water and detergent, like that lady on YouTube said, to stop the silicone sticking to your fingers. And because it's, maybe if it was clear you wouldn't notice it, but because it was black it was very obvious. Anyway, it comes off with polish remover. So I'll come and do the update tomorrow. Hi everyone. So here I am again, and I wanted to show you the end result of this. This was the product they sent me that was supposed to be flexible, and trust me, see, you cannot bend that, it just breaks. It is clearly not flexible. In fact, that's really hard to even bend. So much for their so-called flexible silicone.